Hello everyone! Welcome back again to my channel. By the way, this is Mentor Joba, a political science instructor, and my goal here is to guide students on their studies. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like this video today and subscribe to my YouTube channel in order for you to get updated on all my video uploads every week. Okay, so without further ado, let's start! I guess that you already know about our topic today because you have seen it in our thumbnail. Okay, so itong topic natin ngayon ay isa din sa mga na-request na palaging tinatanong sa YouTube channel natin na palaging hinahanapan ng explanation. Okay, so sabi dito, ano ba daw ang relationship ng globalization at politics? Okay, so ang gandang tanong yan. So how are we going to see the relationship of globalization and politics? Okay, paano kaya ang relationship nila? Okay, so if you have any idea, please write them down on the comment section. Before we will discuss the relationship, let me just give you a little background about politics and a little background about globalization. So sabi nga natin, globalization is the increasing, yung pagdami ng connection or interconnection ng mga tao sa iba't ibang bansa. The increase of interconnectedness of people across country. Whereas, when we say politics, that is when we say politics, it involves the exercise of power and authority over a certain area or over a certain territory. Okay, so that is politics and that is globalization. So now, paano kaya natin makikita ang relationship nila? One of the example where we can see the relationship of globalization and politics is the economic integration. So it says here that globalization has led to the formation of regional economic blocs and trade agreements such as European Union and NAFTA. These agreements have political implications as they involve negotiations and decision-making among governments to promote economic integration. Okay, so sabi nga natin, di ba, sa globalization, it is the increasing interconnectedness of people across countries. Interconnectedness of countries to countries. Whereas, makikita natin dito ang politics because of economic integration. So kapag mas maraming integration or groups of nation or group of countries that is united as one, let's say for example is the ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nation. So that is one example of economic integration. So kapag daw maraming ganyan, 'di ba, ang ASEAN, ang member dyan ay lahat ng mga countries that is located in Southeast Asian country, and one of it is the Philippines. And ang benefit ng ASEAN is that magkakaroon yung ng policy or benefit, ang benefit nila kapag member ka doon sa ASEAN nation, may mga trade barriers ang nalelesen or yung iba nawawala na talaga. So you can freely trade or you can freely import and export your products to other countries or to countries which is member of the Southeast Asian. So that is the importance of economic integration. At sabi nila dito, kapag daw maraming economic integration, ibig sabihin maraming nagkakaisang bansa. Okay? And involved dyan ang politics. Okay? So that is one, the economic integration. Isa pang example na makikita natin ang relationship ng globalization at politics is the policy interdependence. So paano naging paano din natin makikita ang globalization at politics dyan? Okay, so 'di ba, may mga problema sa iba't ibang bansa na pare-pareho. Let's say for example is terrorism and climate change. Okay, so those two are the most common problem that is present in most of the countries in the world. Okay, so makikita natin doon ang politics when most of the countries are also trying to unite to address that issue. Yung nagagawa sila ng batas na para ma-address ang terrorism at climate change. Yung magkakaisa silang lahat para makagawa lang ng isang batas para mas suppress or ma-stop yung presence ng terrorism or the climate change. Okay. Policy interdependence. Nagkakaroon na ng unity among the countries. Okay? Isa ding example dito na makikita natin yung relationship ng globalization and politics is the present situation in the world. Okay? So, tignan ninyo ang nangyayari sa ibang bansa. Let's say, for example, the war between Russia and Ukraine. So, kung na-observe ninyo, some of the countries and especially the United Nations is trying to solicit any donations from every country. So, sa sitwasyon na yan, makikita mo na may globalization, di ba? May globalization dahil ang digmaan ay naganap sa Ukraine at Russia, pero andito tayo sa Pilipinas. Napapanood natin and we felt affected tayo. And here comes now the United Nations through their other programs na humihingi sila ng tulong or donation. So, here comes us na Pilipino na nagdo-donate kahit 100, kahit 5 piso, na pinapadala natin sa Ukraine through the United Nations. That is already globalization and politics. There is the implementation, sabi nga, the authority, power to influence or to do things. That is already politics. So, sa United Nations, nag-initiate siya na mag-solicit or gumawa ng solicitation para makatulong sa Ukraine. So, that is already politics. And the moment na nakabayad tayo, na nandito tayo sa Pilipinas, pinadala natin ang pera natin sa Ukraine, that is already globalization. Okay, so I hope that you're able to understand kahit ang short ng ating discussion. And if you really need more brief explanation, please just comment or write your question on the comment section and I will give you back a reply once na nabasa ko. Alright, so that ends our discussion for today, and if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like this video today and subscribe to my YouTube channel in order for you to get updated on all my video uploads every week. And also, please don't forget to share it with your friends. Okay, so goodbye everyone.